Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Monster Con. I'm a big fan of these games, and I figured, you know what, if I'm going to be cringe on my own, I might as well at least record one playthrough so that I can be cringe in front of other people. Let me just check the settings real quick. These should be fine, right? Theoretically. Accessible font. I don't know what this means. Oh, should I turn the streamer mode on? Yeah, at least for the... just so I don't have to worry about skipping the credits, because the credits are nice. I'll turn it on just for the video. Now, this is... I don't know if you've played the other Monster Proms or Monster Road Trip. It's a dating sim. It's a funny, silly dating sim. It's intended to play with 2 or more players, but obviously I will be playing alone because... Anyway. Short game, long game. Now, for solo, these times aren't really that accurate. So let's just do... And we could do a long game. I'm always a big fan of the longer game. Just thinking 2.5... Yeah, whatever. Let's do a long game. Fuck it. What music we choosing? Can't really hear the fantasy vibes. Kind of like the retro. The retro is a classic. And I will be doing some voices for this, so please do forgive me if I'm being cringe. And just warning, I will forget the voices I used for characters, because you and I are in it for the long haul, okay? Spooky Con. For some of us, it was just a nerdy convention, but for us, it was 4 days to... I fucked up that first sentence, no one look. It was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here, we could finally feel like no matter who we were, we belonged. Who am I, is the question. I do have the DLC because I'm a degenerate. I always usually default to either Vicky or Avari. This is Sadie. She's based off of Sadako, the TV ghost. I don't know if you... Obviously, this is Mothman. This is a skeleton. Yeah, let's just go with Aravi, the classic. Periwinkle, Aravi.
Let's loot the con.
Let's loot the con. Okay. But as dreamy as Spooky Con was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of the 4 days, the after-party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con.
Cool.
Zoe, an eldritch cutie who went from an endless deity, and a harbinger of destruction, to author of the renowned fanfic Liam Prom.
That's an awful idea.
Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork.
Hooray!
Doug Campbell, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Ain't that the damn truth? Omen, an evil overlord who... Watch your mouth. An evil overlord who recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people.
I have the perfect cosplay for that.
I believe that's Brandon Rogers, by the way. I don't know if you remember the old Viner. Nico Sharp, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting, even if they weren't the best at getting into character.
Anyway.
And April 1st, a clown idol who was contractually obligated to bottle up all her non-camera-ready emotions inside cute mascots. It had to be one of them, but who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone for the rest of our lives? Ha! We've had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Okay. Now we have 3. Do I have water for this? It's been 2 hours. Okay, I do have water. We're so fucking back. Tell us 3 things you like. Drunken karaoke, anime eyes, glow sticks as a form of support, dad joke t-shirts, tier list for everything, lambic pentameters, tournament arcs, anime opening playlist, heavy metal idols, world domination, PhD on ship dynamics, and enemies to lovers. Heavy metal idols, PhD on ship dynamics, and I'm stuck between enemies to lovers and dad joke t-shirts. I'm gonna do enemies to lovers because it goes well with the PhD on ship dynamics. Choose your top favorite weird forest creature. Mushroom with a wiener. This fucking thing. And the little fox creature. We weren't new to all of this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long.
Draw your weapon.
Making our own comic. We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Okay, so this is one of the mechanics of the game. Essentially, you choose from these genres. Romance, shonen, don't know what this is. I assume this is superhero. Or like a comic. And then you can make like a little, it's like ad-libs a little bit, or mad-libs I should say. Like that. So I think we'll just go, let's go superhero. Why not? The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Nice.
Let's speedrun this shit.
Agreed. Now, normally, you would have friends to go through, so one day would be like, oh, one friend went to the hotel, the other one went to this one, and then until everyone chopped up. But because I'm one person, and I'm alone forever, I get to choose where you got to go, so... And you can hover over here to see where your stuff is. Like, this is charm, this is cool, this is... Or bold... Charm, boldness, fun, smarts, and then creativity. So let's go... Creativity's kind of low. Let's start at the hotel. In your hotel... Also, the art for this game, it's beautiful. I love it. The artists did an amazing job. They deserve all the love and support. I want to find them on Twitter, but I haven't been able to. You're in your hotel room, unpacking your bags. Crap, you forgot your cosplay underwear. You wanted your cosplay to be 100% faithful, but now you're forced to use your regular underwear. This is a technically imperceptible cosplay tragedy. I feel for you. Here, take +2 creativity to imagine you're wearing the underwear you left at home. I feel like I've already given the narrator like 3 voices. Later, you're at the hotel bar with April, Zoe, and Omen, when you're approached by a drunk guy with too much pussy on his mind. Hello, ladies. You look like you need some company.
Shut up.
Why would you think that? We're keeping each other company. Are you stupid or something? The short answer is yes, but I think he's trying to flirt with us. Damn right I am. I like your tentacles, girl. What holes do they like to go in?
Hard pass.
Home. They like to go home. Oh, you're already inviting me back to your place? I'm in. You are You are propositioning intercourse before you even know her name. Courtship has grown much more vulgar since my day. Yeah, how long ago was that? I love a mean MILF.
Sorry, but no.
Sir, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but none of us are looking for a date right now. Oh, but you'd make an exception for me, right? I'm a catch. I have something you can catch, these fucking hands. You want to play hard to get, huh? That's okay. A predator loves the chase. Rawr.
Someone give me a knife.
I will show you predation. Someone hand me a knife. No, don't jeopardize your redemption arc for this sleazeball. I'm sure Aravi can get rid of him, right, Aravi? That's me. You sure can, and you can do it in the funniest way possible. It's the perfect time to use the trapdoor you proactively installed in a month ago in case something like this happened. Just need to trick this dude into standing on it. Call this Casanova's grandma and see if he feels like flirting in front of her. To be fair, at this point, you know he might, but let's check. Now the question is which one? To set off our journey on our quest for love. I'm gonna go with the trapdoor because that seems funny. Wait, you installed a trapdoor in the bar? I thought you said you installed one in the con center. I installed several trapdoors in the weeks leading up to the con. There's one here, 2 in the main lobby, 1 in a bathroom stall, and 1 on the main stage, 1 in the elevator, and at least 1 more, but I forgot where I put it. Damn, Aravi. One cannot say that your trapdoor technique is half-assed. I think this goes beyond even full-assed. This is like double-assed. Double asses. There's a lot of vulgar humor in this. What are you cuties whispering about? Are you fighting over which one of you gets to take me first? Because I'm all for an orgy. Actually, we were talking about how much hotter you'd look if you stood over there. I've already forgotten what voice I gave her. I'm so sorry, April 1st. Oh, really? Right here? No, like 2 feet more to the left. Here? Now you are too far left. Stand on top of that unrelated square cut into the floor. Yep, that's perfect. Let her rip, Aravi. You pull the huge lever that you're surprised nobody ever asked about earlier. The annoying flirt falls deep into the earth. Ow, I think I broke all my bones. Except my boner, that is. I swear, you can try to kill some guys, but they still won't take a hint. Haha, so true. You getting +2 smarts for having the foresight, but install so many trapdoors you lose -2 charm. No! My charm!
Good stuff.
Gotta get the good stuff. Let's go to the merch hall. I'm buying potions and shit. In the original Monster Prom, this was the Slayer, so she'd like try to like kill the monsters, but then you can like romance her and whatever, and she has a change of heart. But she's she's your quintessential D&D rogue. You're walking around the merch hall, sipping a cup of coffee. Suddenly, a deluxe box set edition of One Kick Boy makes you spit out your coffee. Your spit take lands on the box set because you have great aim, but very bad luck. The vendor gives you the box set at a discount because, after all, it's not in mint condition anymore. Your brand new box set and your excellent spitting skills give you +2 charm. Nice. You, Zoe, Omen, and April are... Wow, Zoe, Omen, and April again. I guess they want me to choose between one of these 3. You, Zoe, Omen, and April are checking out all the cool art in Artist Alley, as well as some of the not-so-cool art. For example, hey, you 3 lovely ladies look like you want to buy a fanzine. I'm giving this person the wrong voice. Actually, I'm a lovely lady who doesn't want to buy your zine. Easy mistake to make. But I'm running a special right now. Buy one... yep, this is the voice. Buy 1 zine, get 3 free. Don't miss the unique sale, please. You didn't even want 1 zine. Why would we want 3? I'll never understand economics. There's gotta be something you want. If you want to buy a zine, I'll give you my hand, freshly severed. Ew. Yum. Wait, this might actually... Wait, this might actually be a good bargain. I have need of a new hand. Could her appendage be attached to me? No, I don't think that surgery's that advanced yet.
Oh.
Zoe, you are an eldritch deity. Just grow her a new hand. What good is modern medicine, then? Cheer up, the hand could have other uses. Maybe it's one of those wish-granting hands, like the monkey's paw from that cool story I didn't finish. Uh-oh. Please, no, not the monkey's paw again. If this zine seller insists on selling you a promotion, surely you can come up with a better one. She must agree to act as your champion. If you ever decide to solve the dispute through trial by combat, you always wanted a pilot license. Trial by combat.
Genius.
Okay, Omen, okay. She wants me so bad. Well thought, Aravi. Normally I prefer to fight my own battles, but a champion could certainly come in handy. Done. To me, what are the odds you're going to need a champion anyway? Higher than you think. What do you say, gang? Want to go taunt someone and start a dispute? Don't threaten me with a good time. Oh my god, my voice is already cracking. Why didn't I choose the long game again? Alrighty, whatever. Starting disputes turns out to be incredibly easy when you put your heart into it. This makes you realize your friends can be impressively annoying. It also makes you realize that Spooky Kong has a trial by combat arena in the basement. So, you offer to be someone's champion if they bought your zine, huh? Yep. Same. Consumers just get more and more demanding, don't they? Hey, we're not paying you to chat. We're paying to see someone get dismembered. Good gladiators are hard to find these days. All ends well. Design vendor gets to sell a design and murder someone with their bare hands. And you got to eat popcorn and watch a fight to the death. You gain +2 boldness, but -2 fun.
Time
What?
to meet other NPCs.
You telling me watching someone get murdered isn't fun? This game's gone woke. Alright, let's go to Hatsune Miku. It's little Miku. You go to the main stage to watch a panel on how to make a successful comic. Step 1, good artist copy, great artist steal. Seems easy enough, even though there are a lot of great comics out there to steal from, like Spider-Man. Glad they included the hyphen. The hyphen's very important. Keys to a successful comic, make one or several characters hot, plant the hook early on, add a shark. Sharks are cool. This is just Marvel Comics. You know, you got Jeff the Shark, you got pretty much every character. A hook. Just saying. Step 2. Write what you know. You know plenty about Spider-Man. The future of your comics look bright. Step 3. Add a shark. Sharks are cool. Well, shit. You don't all know all that much about sharks. More research will be needed. Literally not me. There's a time where I spent like an entire year doing a daily shark in my Discord, and I would type out, I would do some research on the shark if I had heard about it, but I would like be like, oh, shark of the day, everybody. Well, and I would write a few paragraphs, include some pictures about the shark. Like, for example, the white-tip sharks killed about like 40 Navy military guys because one of their boats sunk. I think it was like USS Indianapolis or something. It was in the 80s or something. I've already forgot. Still, maybe there's a Spider Shark comic by Aravi in the future. You gain +2 smarts from all that you've learned. Tell me, Aravi, what was the happiest day of your life? You asking me? Is it the day you fell in love, received a hard-earned reward, ate a particularly delicious sandwich? Well, prepare to knock that day into second place, because today you're seeing the exclusive pre-premiere of the new Dragon Heat movie. Commence hype. Sorry, kids, we gotta cut the line here. The theater's at capacity. My patience is at capacity. Let us in, or when I'm done with you, you'll all be eating through a tube. It's okay. Oh, the Miku. Sorry, I like Hatsune Miku. It's okay, Omen. There are other events we can go to, like...
Sorry.
No, sorry, I can't be positive about this. I'm going back to the hotel to cry fully clothed in the shower. No, nobody's leaving. We're not just gonna take this lying down. I don't know why I'm giving Nico this voice, but I am. Nico climbs with the statues of the Dragon Heat characters until they've reached a suitable height to deliver a rousing speech. Fellow fans, hear me roar. We will not be denied our right to see the film of the decade. Did we not come to this con to conquer, to feast upon fun and fandom, to demand the respect we fucking deserve?
Rejoice, my rowdy barbarians!
Doesn't even sound close to what I'm giving him. I say we raid this showcase and lay claim to the seats and refreshments that our ancestors fought and died for. Who's with me? Finally, something violent is happening. I'm in. I'm in too, but how are we going to get past the guards? They probably have tasers or something. We're just a line of people with foam swords. Do you not have goddess-like powers? Could you not simply use those to force our way in? I could, but like, I didn't eat breakfast this morning and I slept on my neck weird. Just not a good time, you know? Fine. Maybe Aravi can make herself useful by coming up with a way to get in. Diversion tactics. Distract the security guards by stabbing them in the stomach. That would work. Convince the guards by telling them that if they let you all invade the panel, you can help them invade one thing of their choice. Stab them. Keep it simple. I really think we're going the Omen route this time, gang. Yes, my knife thirsts for the blood of the man. No, Omen, I won't let our selfish desires taint your redemption arc. Zoe, by all means be as selfish as you wish if it lets me commit crimes.
No way.
No way. I will take the mantle of this dark responsibility. You'll thank me someday. Nico jabs the security guard with the point of their foam axe. It bounces off harmlessly. My mighty weapon can't penetrate these foes' powerful hides. The battle is lost, my friends. Lesson learned. Never outsource a stabbing that you can do yourself. Ain't that the damn truth? You grab Omen's dagger and stab one of the guards. There goes any chance for Aravi's redemption arc. I already had mine, it's fine. Oh, partner, I've been stabbed. Be strong. I'll take you to the first aid booth. No, we took oaths that we'd never abandon our post. I won't let you shirk your duties with me. Stay here. God damn it, partner. I won't quit you. I'm calling for backup. Yikes. Well, only one solution here. You stab the other guard. Shit, the bastard's outsmarted us. I can't taser while I'm focused on not bleeding out. At least we're going down together, my partner in justice.
Woo!
My people, storm the doors. Wait, there's something seriously good bromance happening out here. Oh god, I gave Zoe an Italian woman's voice. From New York. Too late. The crowd picks up Zoe and raids the pre-premiere, which is to say you all sit politely on the floor and watch the film. The movie is so incredible you can barely focus on the guilt you feel for stabbing two people for basically no reason. There was a reason. And the best part is, your friends can enjoy it without any guilt at all. You gain +2 boldness and -2 charm. We're not very charming. Very, very bold
I've
and
sharpened
smart.
all my weapons.
I sharpened all my weapons. Well, we only have 2 places to go. Let's go to the expo. I love this art so much, the Lady Millennia cosplay. You're roaming around the lobby when you find someone with your exact same cosplay. Unacceptable. You decide to solve this conflict the traditional way. A knife fight to the death. A lot of stabbing going on this story. The other cosplayer doesn't carry a knife, so he gets automatically disqualified. You win the right to cosplay. You gain +2 boldness for always carrying a knife, and for no reason at all, because I'm kinda scared of you. You should be. I'll stab you. Once again, a lot of April, Omen, and Zoe. We've only had, like, Nico instead of April one time. Where's Doug at? That's my goat. You're comparing all the merch you bought with April, Omen, and Zoe when you hear a high-pitched squeal of delight. This is just me. This is me. If you want to know what I look like, take off the antlers and the ears and fix the teeth, I guess, and make it not cartoon. Oh my god, you're April 1st. I'm gonna faint.
Nice to meet a
Hi, sweetheart. It's always nice to meet a fan. I can't do Boston accents because what happens is it affects every other voice I do. It does. I'm way more than a fan. I got all these CDs, all your merch. I've written a dozen fanfics about you. One day, could I say I'm a friend and the best one at that? Oh, you never told me you had a secret best friend, April. Did you think that I would be jealous?
Someone
Because I am.
give me
I yearn to stab
a
this girl and steal her hallowed place in your life. Oh, okay, it's not me, because I'm just gonna keep the voice. Whatever, it's 2025. She's not April's friend. She's a very parasocial fan. Also, the Garf. This level of obsession can lead to some pretty weird behavior. Like what? Hey April, look at this. It's a doll I made from a clump of your hair that I pulled out of your shower drain. Want to smell it? Like that. It's okay to be a fan, but you should stand your idols in a non-obtrusive way, like sneaking into the house and taking a nap without touching anything. True. I'm pretty sure that's not okay either. Shit, really? I guess I owe Ryan Gosling an apology then. She's literally me. We're the same. If this girl's not April's friend, can we get rid of her? Her shrill, desperate voice makes me want to murder people. Yeah, but you think April would be grateful if you got this fan to leave. But how? Convince the fan that this is all really good dreams. She needs to wake up for she's late for work. Think you and April are best friends. Name 5 of her childhood traumas. I have a feeling this person would know is the fucked up thing. These are both good. I'm gonna choose this one. Convince me of the childhood traumas. What? Of course. You are surely a fake fan if you cannot even identify April's neuroses. Maybe one of them is the hardships of being too cute? Not according to April's diary, it's not. My diary? Did you read that? Well, the other day you seemed down, and we were wondering what happened. Why didn't you just ask like a normal people? Like a normal people. Whoops. We didn't want to bother you. Yes, see how thoughtful we are? You're welcome.
I'll kill you!
I'm gonna murder you in your sleep! That doesn't seem like a constructive way to deal with your childhood trauma. She's so smug and evil. Yes, and a word of advice. If you do commit a murder on us, don't write it down in your diary this time. So, is being too cute one of the traumas, or... Shut up! Can you not see that we're having a group therapy with our friend? Begone! Omen stabs the fan in the arm, which finally gets her to leave.
Yikes.
Jeez, some people don't know the first thing about boundaries. You take care of the fan? Either way, Zoe and Omen are happy, and April will probably be too in time. You gain +2 smarts and lose -2 charm. We are Charm Bankrupt, people. Time to get some fresh air. This is the dating section. The universe is pointing me towards Omen,
Do I get a discount?
so we have to go out to dinner. You and Omen go out to a fancy restaurant. Aw, this is cute.
Well,
Omen
I
tells you.
usually eat on the go, but
Oh, plus 30 HP. Good food. Omen tells you about all their former conquests as a villain. Apparently they had once had a fortress not far from this very restaurant. You two decide to check out the old fortress out of curiosity. Turns out it's a laundromat now. Omen might have been more upset if they weren't so fascinated by the washing machines. The future truly is now. Ain't that the damn truth? Now it's the comic writing section, so it's essentially a bunch of questions. It's Mad Libs.
time
Think
to
about that.
write my chronicles.
You dive into comic work again. You're excited since the other day you had an idea for a kick-ass new character. You gotta admit, this character's secretly based on a friend of yours, so first you give them a call to check if they're okay with you using their likeness. You're about to cancel your favorite TV show. The TV execs call you. You have a chance of saving the show by brainstorming a new character for the next season. Think carefully, who should this character be? Dog with a hat? Convincing. Enticing. Interesting. Why does he have a hat? What's the story there? Gary Gunhands. This is a Daniel Radcliffe film. They made a movie about this already. Daniel Radcliffe is Harry Potter, right? I'm looking it up. I'm pretty sure he is, but if he's not, I feel stupid. Daniel Radcliffe. There was a movie where he had guns stapled to his hands. Do what all great artists do. A clear self-insert of yourself. Super Einstein. Do a self-insert. Creativity, but I did lose another charm. Fuck that world. Your old friend group has grown apart. It's been 10 years since you last hung out, and now you have to think of a plan that'll bring you back together. The not-so-well competition Tango for 4 competition. Committing a crime that ties your fates together forever. Too good to ignore 4-for-1 promotion at the local car wash. And a night at the local swingers club. I'm a big fan of crime or the car wash. Let's commit crimes. Okay, I didn't lose charm. We're still charm bankrupt, but at least we're not, like, at 2. Time to get back to the con.
Step aside, nerds.
Step aside, nerds. Okay. We need charm so badly. Suddenly realize your phone is dead. Good thing you're at a merch hall. You find a stand where someone is selling chargers. You want to buy one, but you feel so bad about buying something so not nerdy. The vendor sighs and draws an ooh-woo face on the charger. Sold. You gain +2 charm for your kawaii phone charger. Afterwards, you, Nico, and April and Zoe head over to work. Your super kawaii shifts at the pop-up maid cafe. Please let there be maid outfits on the screen right now for Nico. The other two, I'm indifferent, but Nico, please.
Hey,
Yes! And I get the benefit of April and Zoe having one as well. Very cute. What? Hey, look, Omen just walked in. So this is the maid cafe. Huh, I thought it would be cleaner.
Hey,
Welcome home, princess, or would you prefer to be called master? Gender is a prison from which I have escaped. I would like most of you to address me as your overlord. Preach. Follow me, my overlord. I'll show you to your seat. Hooray, everything's going pretty smoothly for once. Oh, wait, no. It looks like Omen's gotten drunk on power.
Nice job.
You call that a Sugoi happy morning dance? I'm not happy at all. Do it better this time. They are going to destroy my voice by the end of this. Yes, my overlord. From the top, girls. Here's your omarice, my overlord. Let's say the magic words together. Moi kid. Was that spell supposed to make this dry, unseasoned omelet appetizing? Because it did not work. Bring me a medium rare prime rib steak and a chalice of orc's blood to drink.
I don't think so.
We don't serve that here. What you serve right now is me. Bring me a steak or I shall order someone to bring me your corpse home to your mother. Bring your corpse home to your mother. Hey, I can't help but notice that Omen's being a bit much. They're being the freaking worst. I'd kill them if I thought I could get the bloodstains out of this old apron. Kawaii? Is there something we can do about them? I don't know how many more Sugoi happy morning twerks I have left in me. That'd be for the best, if Omen ever wants to redeem themselves. And besides, they totally deserve some payback. How can you end their reign of terror? Have I been referring to Omen with the wrong pronouns this whole time? I will feel bad. Maids have been subservient for too long. Call the maids to arms, ignite the hearts of your comrades, and start a long overdue maid revolution. Maid problems call for maid solutions. Tell them that they keep being a problem. They'll be having lunch in the cafe's Iron Maiden. These are both really good. Mostly because Omen, they're in an Iron Maiden. Maid Revolution. Also, this is adorable. It pisses me off. I'd kill it with a spoon. I have some coffee. That's why it took an extremely loud sip. Maids have been subservient for too long. Viva la revolution! You three gather the rest of the maids in the kitchen. Comrades, we can't endure the horrible treatment from the masters and princesses any longer. It's time to show those fuckers who's boss. Behead them all. Garnish the Omo rice with their blood. Show no mercy. Now let's get out of here and make this the most moi Kyun revolution ever. All of the maids are on board for a revolution. Lots of them have knives and rifles already tucked in their quarters. Their garters. I'm so sorry. This must have been a long time coming. What the? Why are the maids killing the patrons instead of bringing me my steak? I thought the entertainment came after the meal. Down with the masters. Give this one the guillotine. But we don't have a... Oh, never mind. Where'd we get a guillotine? Never doubt what determined maid can fit in her purse, Nico. Do not behead me. I'm very attached to my head. I thought we were friends. Friends don't make friends to the Sugoi happy morning dance over and over. That routine is very hard on the knees. Fine, I'll be nicer from now on. Now let me out of the guillotine.
You sure
Are
about that?
Are you really gonna be nice? Or are you just saying so because we're threatening to kill you? It can be both. Just let me out. Victory! You, Zoe, Nico, and April, and the other mage cheer to celebrate executing a glorious revolution and several shady patrons. I mislike interrupting the nice moment, but I am still waiting on my food. Don't push it. You gain +2 charm for inciting a revolution, but lose -2 boldness for sparing Omen. They may be your friend, but let's be real. They totally deserve that beheading. I have been referring to Omen with the wrong pronouns. I'm so sorry. Okay. It was kind of good that we lost 2 boldness, and like I'm fine with losing 2 boldness. Getting the 2 charm there was what we needed. Let's go. We haven't been to the community area. At the community zone, you find several. Honestly, real as hell. At the community zone, you find several 5D chess matches going on at the same time. Time to prove you're smart to this whole con. You play 5 matches at the same time. You make fast decisions, going from chess table to chess table. Everyone's impressed. Until they realize you lost all the chess masters in just a few moves. Well, you've gained 0 smarts, but you surely gained +2 fun. Nice. A while later, Zoe invites you to a cafe to discuss her newest project. You can't wait for a sneak preview of the Fanfic Queen's latest work. This outfit, I love it. So the idea is that after Space Lord Zorath gets killed in canon, he's reincarnated as a cashier at Walfart. The true reverse isekai.
Greetings,
Hello, friends. I see you are patrons of what I've come to call hyperactive bitter bean juice. Did they not have coffee back in your day? No, they did. I just prefer my name for it. What are you working on? Aravi's helping me with a new fanfic. It's about a powerful villain being forced to adapt to modern society. Oh my, I find that deeply fascinating for reasons that are not worth examining. What is the plot progression? How does this former overlord adapt to their strange new world? I'm not sure yet. We're still in the early planning stages. Can they bring themselves to accept the overpriced inferiority of the taxi cab driver over the vastly superior locomotive? Do they conquer the intellectually barren wasteland of social media, or do they succumb to its insidious brain rot? Probably the latter more than the former. And, are they successful in their pursuit of happiness? Aravi's here to help me answer those kinds of questions. Do you want to help us brainstorm? No thank you. Creativity's not my strong suit. I'd rather listen to Aravi's ideas and harshly judge them. You heard the scary overlord. Pitch a plot for Zoe's new reverse isekai fic. Villain gets 1 legendary artifact that didn't exist in this realm, Therapy. Villain realizes the new world feels way less confusing and threatening if he rode a big, menacing excavator everywhere he goes. I must subvert expectations for my previous illicit desire to commit crime. Therapy. Take a sip of my water first. The villain gets a one legendary artifact that didn't exist in this realm. Therapy. Huh. And what is this therapy exactly? I've never done it myself, but I think it's what people do when they have mental problems that require professional help. Oh, like hiring a plumber? Yeah, that's it, I think. Therapists are basically plumbers for your brain. She's gotten an accent now. I'm so sorry, Zoe. Interesting. My brain has historically been clogged with bad thoughts like a shit-filled toilet. What sort of instrument do therapists use to excavate these mental clogs? I think they just talk to you about your feelings. Sometimes the therapist makes the patient describe blobby abstract art. For some reason, it usually makes them talk about their shitty dads.
Oh,
How tedious.
dull.
People pay for that kind of treatment? Yeah, weird, right? Maybe they just want the therapist to prescribe them with drugs. Oh, like heroin? I had wondered why modern scientists disavowed such an effective cough suppressant. Nah, not heroin. They prescribe exclusive designer drugs like Xanax or Zoloft. Whoa, these drugs must be quite strong. They sound as if they were named after ancient wizards. Yeah, modern medicine might as well be wizardry to me. Thanks for all this information. I may look into hiring a brain plumber myself.
Cool.
Go for it, girl. Well, there's no denying that Omen needs therapy, so you're gonna call this misinformation dump an unconditional win. You gain +2 charm for encouraging your friend to get professional help, but lose -2 boldness for choosing self-improvement over a dope-ass excavator. You know what? That's fine. Our charm is on the rise.
XP.
Gotta get some XP. Where to? I guess it don't matter. Let's go hotel. You're chilling at the hotel room with nothing to do, looking around for cheap entertainment. You notice April's purse hanging from a chair. Will you dare violate the sanctity of an idol's purse? Of course you will. You grab the purse, open it, and... Oh no. No way. This is too horrible to describe. Don't count on me to utter these words. Here, have +2 creativity and go imagine it on your own. I'm out. You're chilling in the courtyard with Zoe and Omen when you spot Doug in the crowd. Is he mingling? That's not like him. You get closer to investigate.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Hey guys, let me introduce you to my new friends. No, that's not the voice. Hey guys, let me introduce you to my new friends. They're hardcore fans of Stuck in the Underhouse like me. Just go with it, please. Yeah, Doug's the shit. He looks like Frack from the Wisecracking Skeleton. Come on, Doug, say his catchphrase. Can't crack the frack. Haha, yeah, Frack. I totally know what you mean. I do not. You haven't played Stuck in the Underhouse? Well, you know what? Aw, nah, bird. Haha, right, Doug? Haha, of course.
Someone give me a knife.
Zoe, these people are supremely annoying. Can I stab them repeatedly? That'd be taking it a bit too far. Some fandoms can be toxic. Let's not rush to judgment. What's your favorite gameplay anecdote? Mine was one that we sent a death threat to that streamer for playing it on easy mode. She shat her pants. That was a total frack fest, another fan says. But I liked it even better when we doxed that fake fan who had drawn a picture of Frack eating ass. Can you believe it, Tug?
Yo.
Oh, totally. He should remember not to frack the crack, haha. Dude, you're saying it wrong. You're lucky we met IRL or I'd be doxing you right now. I stand corrected. We need to save Doug before he gets bullied, or worse, he becomes an asshole too. Trust carcinization, a proven form of convergent evolution in which non-crab organisms will evolve into a crab-like body plan. If you wait long enough, these fuckers will become crabs and leave Doug alone. That's a good one. I like that idea. Save Doug from this toxic fandom by introducing to a much cooler, safer one. Fans of cocaine, also known as cokeheads. Well, I don't want to start like Doug on a life of drugs. I don't want him to be Doug the druggie. Trust carcinization. I fully accept our new crab overlords. You look up an article on carcinization and show it to Zoe. Okay, this is the coolest shit I've ever read. I wouldn't get too excited. Like, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it usually takes a really long time for evolution to have discernible effects. Silence, Zoe. Aravi is writing a bright future where we all have exoskeletons and built-in weapons, and you are spoiling it. I beseech you, tell us more about it. Before you realize it, you're all eating ramen deep in conversation on carcinization. But according to this, carcinization happens due to environmental factors. I don't think the con is a suitable environment. But I wanted these fuckers turned into crabs now. Give me crabs or give me permission to stab them. Crap, we forgot about Doug and it's been 2 hours. He could be a full-blown toxic fan by now. You get back to the lobby and find Doug all alone. Doug, where are your friends? I kind of gave Zoe the Omen voice for a second. Doug points to the ground and he's surrounded by crabs. The time has come. Fight amongst yourselves, you magnificent creatures. Oh, everyone turned into a crab but me. Is this a new form of rejection I wasn't aware of? Don't worry, Doug. When the time comes, we'll all become crabs and live happily ever after. Hooray! Your scientific knowledge has got rid of those idiots and gained +2 smarts. Unfortunately, you also lose -2 fun. That's fine.
Get the good stuff.
Let's get those smart backs, eh? You attend a panel on how to seamlessly add loot boxes to games. The short answer is that you shouldn't. This turns out to be invaluable knowledge that makes you gain +2 smarts. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random amount of smarts. JK. Then you meet up with Doug, Zoe, and Omen and get autographs from a fabulous anime voice actor. This is asinine. Obtaining some random motherfucker's signature is not worth waiting in line for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Oh no, is that how long we've been here? We're gonna miss the panel we wanted to see. Shit, you're right. The only thing we can do, we gotta cut the line. What? But cutting is so mean. It's the only way to get the autograph and see the panel. We literally have no other choice here. I could be persuaded to do something mean, but will this not taint my redemption arc? Omen, you've already stabbed like 2 people. Well, you were bent on world domination before. Line cutting is less evil than that. That's character growth, baby.
Oh,
What about me? I never did evil stuff before. So my character shrinking? Nope. For you, Doug, this is an unexpected but welcome anti-hero moment that makes you more complex and cool. Oh, nice. But Zoe, you are also in the Redemption Arc program. Is this also progressing to a lesser evil for you? You and Zoe lock eyes, recalling her past attempts to destroy all of reality. Oh, but she's so cute, I forgive her. Yeah, I'd say so. Then line cutting it is, but how will you do it without getting called out? Plant fake memories in a stranger's subconscious that your old friends to make them think they were saving a place in line for you. Just start a second line. If anyone dares question your ruse, just laugh and say, of course, you wouldn't know about the VIP line. I like the VIP line.
I like this idea.
And Owen likes it, so we're in. An excellent idea. I love lying and making others feel inferior to me. Are you sure we can pull it off, though? Being a VIP member sounds wicked cool, like level 12 coolness at least. Okay, I think we're good, right? I don't think I can swing that. Sure you can. Just gotta fake it till you make it. Coolness is 95% aura and 5% awesome sunglasses. You all walk up and insert a VIP line next to the regular one. Excuse me, you just cut all of us? Oh, you mean you didn't get invited to the VIP line? How embarrassing for you. What? I've never heard of this. What qualifies someone to get in the VIP line invite?
Pathetic.
Not being a lame fucking loser like yourself. Pfft, only someone who's not cool enough for the VIP line would even think to ask that question. Well, why did you four get here? You don't look that cool. After a moment's hesitation, Doug reaches into his pocket and slips on some dark sunglasses. What about now, bitch? Yo, get him, Doug. Doug cursing while wearing sunglasses is easily the coolest shit anyone's ever seen. It's cool enough to convince security to let you be VIPs to get your autographs first. Then you all head to the panel, Con Etiquette, how to do con the right way. The irony is lost on you, but you still gain +2 charm and -2 smarts. Okay, we have high smarts. I'm not worried about losing smarts. Time to get back to the con. Another day, another
I
dollar.
think this is my checkpoint.
Okay, we need fun and charm are where we're lacking, so let's get fun first. You sit down to play a really complicated European board game. You don't want to make a fool of yourself, so you pick up the manual and start reading. Days pass, seasons change, cities crumble and are covered in sand. When you finish the manual, you find yourself alone in an empty post-apocalyptic wasteland. Just kidding, you fell asleep. But what you did get to read of the manual was +2 fun. You later exhaust yourself helping Omen and Doug set up chairs for the Liam Prom fan meetup. At least you get a free invite to the event out of it. Most divine Zoe, we are honored to gather in the celebration of your glorious sexy literature.
Hey,
Hey fam, I appreciate you coming out. And the esteemed Prophet Doug is here as well. What an auspicious occasion for our cult of fandom.
Yellow.
I'm really more of a moderator than a prophet, but it's finally nice to meet other Zoe stands in person. I forgot what voice I gave Doug. I'm sorry, Jesse Cox. Prophet Doug, we beseech your wisdom on how to show our devotion to Zoe's epic tale. Shall we sacrifice a goat, perhaps one with a man bun to be most on theme? Yes, spill the blood of the Liam goat. No, this room is carpeted. Go eat some refreshments and talk about which Liams are tops and which are bottoms. That'll bring me the most pleasure. It's an honor to receive a missive from the goddess herself. To the snack table!
Ooh,
They just like me, for real.
love this.
Zoe, I finally see the appeal of this fanfiction thing. You never told me it garnered such a strong following of minions. They're not minions, Omen, they're fans. I don't order them around, I just turn them on with my writing. What's the point of that? Surely you indulge them in at least some recreational torture. She tortures us with her cliffhangers, maybe. That's not Doug's voice. I've given Doug like 7 voices. I'm so sorry, Doug. To the Doug stands out there. She hangs you all off cliffs. Zoe, you mad lass. I knew you still had some evil in you. Damn, there's gotta be a way to make Omen understand what that being in fandom's all about. Aravi, help us. When you're in a fandom, no one asks you why you wrote 500 pages of your favorite character's touching butt. They ask you when you're releasing the next chapter. Strength in numbers. If you're part of a fandom, you can band together to defeat a horse, if you ever need to, for some reason. It's gotta be this one. Defeat a horse, you say? I mean, you could technically. Fandoms are made of lots of people, and that's not really a good use of... Doug, you innocent summer child. It's an excellent use of group tactics. Have you ever seen a horse? They're made almost entirely of muscle and can smell weakness. Did you try to fight a horse once, Omen? Maybe. In the hypothetical case that I did fight a horse, if I happen to lose, the only reason would have been because I had a numerical disadvantage. But wouldn't it be a 1v1? Horses count for at least 3 people. Well, fandoms are such a friendly community of like-minded people that they could theoretically band together and fight a horse. Yes, dozens, maybe even hundreds of people sharing the same passion. I'd say the odds of defeating the horse would be high. Omen's voice is destroying my throat. It's not even like that bad, to be honest, but it's just itchy. Thanks for opening my eyes, my friends. I am forever in debt to you. You know, we're not gonna fight a horse, right? Sure, for now. Also, I feel like it's gotten more gravelly and more deeper as the... More deeper? That's not a word. It's gotten more gravelly and deeper as I've continued to talk. You have a lovely time together. Owen seems to sincerely enjoy the experiments. Experiments? Wow, 48 minutes in and I've lost my ability to read. Omen seems to sincerely enjoy the experience. You catch her talking about how fun it would be to fight a horse, weighing other people's reactions. Hey, progress is progress. You gain +2 boldness and -2 creativity.
MVP.
MVP. We got a lot of boldness. Let's go shopping. You find a portrait artist at the Artist Alley. Apparently can accurately portray your soul. You've always wondered what your soul looks like. Buff, small and cute. Hey, maybe it's ginger-haired. No, it's just you with a weird blue glow around you. But hey, that glow sure adds +2 charm to your looks. You, Zoe, and Omen are debating the merits of thigh sheath versus boob sheath in RPG waifu clothing when you hear Doug loudly gasp.
Holy moly!
Holy moly! That's a misprint of 1989 Han Solo action figure from when they accidentally put a third ear on his neck. I wonder if that's real. I'm looking it up. Han Solo third ear. Third ear action figure. No. Seemingly not real. It's hideous. It sure is hideous and rare. I've gotta have it. Wait. Can I have the 3-eared hand, please? I've been looking for one for years.
For real.
Sorry, dude, but you don't have enough. You don't have your tentacles on the merchandise. Finders keepers. But finding this action figure is my dream. My parents died trying to get me one. Your parents died? Yes, the misprints have always been highly rare, so when they first came out, my parents drove to the factory that produced them to try to find one for me, but they tripped and fell into a vat of molten plastic. Sorry, it's painful to talk about. I just think that owning one of the original action figures would help me move on. Oh, I'm so sorry, that's horrible. It's also very hard to believe. Whew. Ever since I had COVID, my nose has been like permanently stuffed. So if I do for long charades, it sounds like I'm out of shape. I promise I'm not. I work out every day. But my nose doesn't bring enough air, so if I talk for a long time without taking a breath, I can get a little lightheaded. It's very sad. No, I'm serious. There's a whole lawsuit about it. Look at the back of the box. Warning, may contains traces of melted monster parts. Do not consume. Who cares? My friend laid claim to this merchandise. First, so heed my words when I say fuck off. Just let him take it. I'd feel bad and a little grossed out if I bought it at this point. No, we had it first. Does the concept of dibs mean nothing anymore? Dead parents or no dead parents, you want the damn 3-year Han Solo. Do something to invalidate this guy's sob story and get Doug the action figure. Offer to murder Doug's parents to level the playing field. Bring this guy's parents back by defying the laws of equivalent exchange and performing person transmutation, the most forbidden type of alchemy. I wonder if that's a reference to something. That sounds familiar. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. You know how they would do the cut to break? Anyway. Are you sure about that? The person transmutation is a pretty high price to pay. Yeah, I think getting an action figure would be enough to make me move on by itself. Come on now. You miss your parents so much that you invoke their tragic deaths to buy action figures. Let us do you one less worse. I believe the saying goes, and reunite you with them. You and Omen draw the transmutation circle and summon the gate of truth. Black hands and disembodied eyes come clawing out of its doors. Great. Now those hands are going to take something in exchange for the resurrection. Probably someone's arm. Not it. Don't look at me. I'm already down one arm.
Oh, jeez.
Gosh. I don't know. I'd really rather not lose my whole arm. Maybe just a toe? Fuck this. This is all for the orphan's benefit, so he should pay the price. Get him, Hands! The Hands rip an arm and a leg off the screaming stranger. Damn, he's got expensive parents. The gate vanishes, leaving behind two horrible creatures. They convulse, vomit blood, and scream the screams of creatures with no vocal cords. What is this? What have you done? Look, parents and son finally reunited. I think we defied God. For a good cause, Zoe. Please authorize this form for a redemption arc program stating that I did something nice today. You may have ruined that dude's life, but now Doug can keep his action figure. The law of equivalent exchange looks pretty damn satisfied to you. You gain +2 charm, but lose -2 boldness. That's fine. Our charm is looking good
this is
now.
my
We've
checkpoint.
remade our charm in the aggregate. Let's get some. Oh, I can't go to the community zone. Let's go. The expo. I feel like we haven't been here too often. Walking around the lobby, you see a kid tripping over and scratching his knees. Stupid kids. When will they learn? Still, you take pity on him and try to comfort him. You tell him not to cry. For there are worse things than scratching your knees. Things like war, famine, or that time you forgot your pants at home. Fuck. Why did you have to remember that? Now you're crying too. After 15 minutes of bawling your eyes out, you decide to be brave and go on with your life, unlike this stupid wimpy kid. Way to go, you gained +2 boldness. Some die-hard Liam prom readers have organized an unofficial meetup in the lobby. Zoe's so flattered that she decides you all should crash it.
Eldritch Cutie reporting for duty.
I love her. Hey everybody, just wanted to thank you all for showing so much love to my little fanfic. It means a lot to me. The goddess speaks. It's an honor to worship your holy work, Zoe. A most divine honor. You know, I think I'm finally beginning to understand the appeal of this fandom thing.
Greetings, minions.
Didn't we already do this? If I had known the extent to which it allowed Zoe to control her minions, I'd have gotten on board a long time ago. But I don't control my fans. They're just really into the silly story I wrote. I see. You used a written spell to make them do your bidding. That is smart. April, help me out here. Let me put it this way. Zoe could convince her fans to, I don't know, murder somebody on her behalf with zero chance of it ever getting traced back to her, but she chooses not to. Make sense? Well, I do not care if Zoe shirks the power available to her. I want to make the fandom do a thing. Please? Okay, fine. Just don't make them do anything too fucked up, alright?
Are you for real?
Never mind. I don't like the looks on your faces. Aravi, what do you want to make the fandom do? If we all work together, we can devalue the euro. Stand on top of each other and build a huge fandom pyramid to see if you can all finally fulfill your dream of touching the sky. Both of these are great options, and touching the sky is interesting, but let's devalue the euro. Yes, tremble, pathetic euro. The Liam Prom fans have declared war on thee. You all run rampant through the convention center, yelling "fuck the euro" and graffitiing "euro sucks" on several walls. It has absolutely no effect on the value of the euro. But, thanks to the volatility of the stock market, the euro oh my god. Thanks to the volatility of the stock market, the euro coincidentally goes down a few cents in value. That's good enough for you to call this a win. Good work, team. We really showed the euro's who's boss. I guess, but devaluing the euro was way less fun than it sounded. What do you mean? I had fun.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, remember when we graffitied euro more like you're no in the bathroom stalls? That was epic. True, that was a moment of poetic genius. But nevertheless, I'm disappointed. I thought devalue the euro was slang for invading Europe. You people are weird. Nevertheless, you satiated Omen's desire to control the fandom without killing anybody. That's big. You gained +2 smarts and -2 creativity.
Okay, where haven't we been? Because I'm a completionist.
Well, we need to go to the hotel to get my creativity back. You're chilling in your hotel room when suddenly a man dressed as a rat breaks in. He runs around while yelling, "I am the rat! I am the rat! Look at me, the rat!" And then he leaves confusingly as he came. You call the reception to complain. Ah, yes, that it happens sometimes. Apologies, ma'am. We can compensate you with +2 creativity. Fuck it, you'll take that. I don't know why I changed the voice there. I thought this was... For some reason I thought Aravi would speak. My brain. Fuck it, you'll take that. Later, you come across Omen staring glumly at a big sword. This is odd. Weapons usually make her so happy. Oh no, so I haven't been using... I'm confused. Maybe she's Shide. You walk up to see if she's okay.
Hello.
Huh. Oh, hello, Aravi. Behold, the latest manifestation of my shortcomings. Back in my villain days, this was my favorite longsword. What great times we used to have, wreaking havoc, beheading people. But it is too large and too heavy to be wielded one-handed, and sadly, that is the only way I can wield anything now. Ah, cheer up. I'm sure you can still use it. Let me see your technique. Omen picks up the sword and attempts to swing it, but it goes wide and cuts an innocent bystander's arm off. Ah, see what I mean? I was aiming for his head. I'm sorry, Omen, but just because you can't use your longsword anymore doesn't mean your life's over, you know? I know. The problem is that I cannot use my sword to make other people's lives over. You can still end lives, though. Times may be changed, but you're still the same bloodthirsty psychopath I know and love. You make a good point. Times certainly do change. Perhaps this sort of thing is just what happens when you age.
Oh, how
You're-
dull.
Your joints weaken, your hangovers worsen, and you can no longer wield a longsword like an incarnation of death itself. It's true. When you're like 16 to 24, you're like Super Saiyan. 25 and after, shit starts going down quick. Yeah, more or less. I see. Thank you, Aravi, for giving me some much-needed perspective. Now I must decide what to do with this sword. I simply cannot throw it away, but what purpose could it serve me now? Time for one of your patented suggestions. What should Omen do with her old longsword? Divide it in half. This is how short swords are made, probably. Donate it to an orphanage. Well, I want Omen to be able to kill people. So I think
Genius.
divide it in half. Great idea. Waste not, want not, as they say. It takes a couple hours and several blacksmithing tutorials on YouTube, but you and Omen finally divide the longsword into 2 short swords. This fucking rocks. I was born to be a dual-wielding warrior. But I don't think you can dual-wield on account of, you know... What do you... Oh, right, one arm. Gods, I'll never get used to it. No matter. How about this? You wield the other short sword in my place, Aravi. I'd love to. Let's be short sword twins. You and Omen run off to do some short sword twin stuff together. like using your swords as highly dangerous barbecue chicken skewers, or trying unsuccessfully to brush your teeth with them, or attacking people, but it's okay because you yelled pranked afterwards, which we all know cancels out any crimes. By the end of the day, you two are sitting on a grassy overlook watching the sunset gleam off your freshly polished blades. You know what, Aravi?
I love this.
I dare say that having a short sword twin is even better than being able to dual wield. My old arm never provided me with such good company as you. I'm flattered, Omen. High sword 5. You and Omen smack your swords together triumphantly, gaining +2 creativity and losing -2 charm. No! My charm! I feel it was rather charming. Okay, the halfway point of the game. Hey there, fancy a mystery box? Nobody knows what's in them, so pick one and we'll both find out. Okay, so I could just take the boring route and do Dull Daniel Does Nothing, or we can do something else. I don't necessarily want to do a Major Arcana No Mercy. Let's just get stats, but now they're people. Just, you go basic. Go basic. I don't want to... I'm already struggling on stats. Money Montgomery. The amount of all stats gained or lost from the events is doubled. Ah, shit. Okay. Fuck. Copacetic. Now be a doll and scram, why don't you? That's a rough one to get. Now it's for the comic. Hoo-hoo-hoo.
So, how do you win at brainstorming?
You feel a surge of creative inspiration and rush to work on your comic. What genius will your pen create today? Brainstorm and find out. For your service to the rat community, the Rat King is bestowing you upon one superpower. Choose wisely. Wi-Fi kinesis, the ability to produce a Wi-Fi signal with your mind. Explosive diarrhea, like explosive. Hyper visibility, because only lame people want to be invisible. You're here to be seen. Strongest armor ever. Plot armor. Give me the plot armor. Okay, that was pretty good. We did lose some, but I don't know if the stats are like tripled or doubled, but we did balance out a little bit. I think we did like lose some points though. I'll have to 1917, 12. Okay, you're at a very important job interview, and you get the class question: what was one of your defining weaknesses? Your inability to get over your ex, probably oversharing too. Fart jokes make you laugh so hard you become essentially inoperative. You cannot see if your eyes are covered. This shows you are no nonsense person. Geese attacks on sight. Geese attacks you on sight. Oh my god. Geese attack you on sight, seeking for admittedly just revenge. It's gotta be this one. It's a bold one. Okay, so I lost one stat, the others. Okay. Geese do attack me on sight in real life, though. I don't know what I did to them.
Let's unlock some map locations.
Okay, let's get some fun. Walking around the community zone, you see several con-goers playing a match. Wait, is that soccer? Why the hell is there soccer at MonsterCon? A con-goer sees you fuming and tells you, oh, it's not soccer, it's actually LARP fussball. What a relief, you have +2 fun watching the game. So that's... Is this not... It didn't double. Do you not work... Maybe it doesn't work on the guaranteed givings, maybe it works on like the plus and minus ones. Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You progress past the happy tipsy stage and are deep into sad boy hours. Oh god. I don't want to sound ungrateful. My dad loves me, but I've never felt like he's tried to understand my hobbies, or why I like the things that I... Everybody shut the fuck up right now. I have a glorious news. I finally tracked down my old magic grimoire from my villain days. I found time to check my old evil lairs for my belongings. Most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the bathrooms. The owner was irate, but you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few toilets, or however the saying goes.
Dang.
Ow. Good for you, Omen. What spell are you going to cast first? Good question. One of my favorites was an incantation that turns people inside out. Such a slow, hilarious way to die. Oh, you're not going to do that one, are you? Doug, you are slime. I feel like you could just... right back, you know? Well, now I have to. Trust me, Doug. You'll love it. Corpus Inversia Mysticum. Why do you look the same, Nico? Were you already inside out or something?
What?
You tried to cast it on me? I think the problem is, the whole being defeated and imprisoned in the suit that blocks your magical powers thing. Oh, right. Hey, cheer up. I'm sure you can still cast some of the spells in here without magic.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you're making brownies but forgot to bite sugar, so you use applesauce instead. Don't do that. Virtually the same dish. Someone needs to enroll Doug in a cooking class stat, but right now you gotta cheer up Omen by finding a spell they can cast with no magic. Spells for shooting metal projectiles at deadly speed, you're pretty sure that's just a gun. You don't need a possession spell to control somebody else, just piggyback ride them. I think we should give Omen a gun, but I want to see where this leads.
Splendid.
Good idea, Ravi. Without warning, they jump onto your back and start piggybacking you. You're reminded that Omen is covered in painful metal spikes. You didn't think this through. I claim ownership over your mind. Walk to the frozen confectionery store and buy me a milkshake. Yes, Omen, anything for you, Omen, we all say as you walk towards the ice cream parlor. Ravi, I command you to think dirty thoughts. Okay. What are you thinking about? Boobs? Very nice. Oh, a new idea. I command you to fly. But I can't fly, that's impossible. Nothing is impossible under my command, and I command you to fly, damn it. You're about to protest again when you realize that Omen's been pulling your hair to guide you Ratatouille style and led you to the edge of a cliff. Go, Ravi, let's fly! To no one's surprise but Omen's, you fall off the cliff, and it's a very long drop. Holy crap, are you guys okay? Yes, luckily Aravi broke my fall. Apologies, Aravi. I forgot that the flight spell and the mind control spells are different. Fear not, we shall get it right next time. Besides all your broken bones, this had been great fun. You lose +4 fun. You gain +4 fun even, but you lose -4 bonus on the way down. Okay, now we're...
Get some XP.
Let's get some charm. You find a cool shirt you like in the commercial stand. It costs $3.99 monster dollars. And you buy a cool sign for $2.99 monster dollars. Then a set of anime badges for $1.99 monster dollars. Damn, the exchange rate on monster dollars must be insane for these con prices to be this cheap. Then you buy a pack of gum for $0.99 monster dollars. Damn it, you have 4 loose coins jiggling in your pocket. It's annoying as fuck. Luckily, you find a shady guy who whispers, "Give it to me and I'll get you +2 charm." You feel dirty for some reason, but you'll get stats and your pockets aren't jingling anymore. Oh boy, my throat is not going to work for the rest of the day. You can already hear it in my voice, I'm getting chopped. You, Zoe, and Omen, and Liam are browsing Artist Alley when you see a monument to foot obsession that puts all others to shame. There are paintings of bare feet, socked feet, feet walking through glass, lava, lotion, any foot who's in any foot is represented here somewhere. Oh god, it's a foot man. Welcome to my gallery. If you feel so inclined, you may leave your shoes at the entrance. We encourage foot naturalism here.
Just
This art.
why?
I might have to change the Omen voice, I'm gonna be real. I'll try to keep it as close as you can. This art, it fills me with confusion and disgust. Actually, fuck it. And a touch of hatred. Is this normal? I hope to elicit something more positive than disgust, but I suppose any reaction to my work is better than none. Are you okay? You seem on the verge on what we in the art biz call a total fucking crisis. Well, I've been thinking. I devoted my life to rendering the beauty of the foot in every artistic medium. I know, including plastic surgery. Wait, you mean you weren't just born like that? And yet I worry that the mark I've left on this world has been too small. Will anyone care about my art after I'm gone? Will anyone even know my name, which is... I understand. I'm also obsessed with wanting to leave my mark, to make the world submit under my heel, and you have my sympathy, my disgusting friend. I've seen a few lucky people here remain relevant for at least a few centuries after death. So if you get really wild with it, your memory might last. This is the first time we've seen Liam, by the way. Sorry, clearing my throat, taking water. We can help. Aravi, let's cement this artist's beautiful, horny legacy. Make a time capsule of all their work, so in the distant future, people will remember how feet used to look. You have to accept that drawing feet isn't something that makes someone memorable. Crashing your car into the White House, on the other hand.
That's an awful idea.
That's an awful idea, Ravi, and super illegal. We're trying to teach Omen here the importance of doing good. This is an ethical conundrum. Crashing the car into is obviously bad, but helping this artist is good, so they kind of cancel each other out. They don't, actually. These things are not equivalent at all. Zoe abstained, so it's 1-1. I get to break the tie. Smash cut to you 5 driving your car over the White House lawn at full speed with heavy metal music blaring from the speakers for ambience, of course.
For art.
Yeah, this one's for art. Thanks for doing this, my friends. You really know how to help a struggling artist. My pleasure. We should help people more often. We're all going to hell. Perhaps, but first we're going to the White House. You crash into the White House, which is when the Secret Servicemen surround you and you remember that actions have consequences. Looks like we're going to prison in my mad pursuit of destiny. I suppose I didn't see this coming. I totally saw this coming. I said so several times. And if we get put in the same cell, I'm never going to let you forget all that. Oh well, can't change the past. I call dibs on picking out prison gang tattoos. The president sticks his head out the car window. Hi, nice to have you all here on my lawn. I'm here to cut you a little wannabe terrorist a deal. I couldn't help but notice all the beautiful foot art spilling out of your trunk. If you let me have some of it, I'll let you off with the presidential pardon. Deal? Deal.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, art. A president takes 3 drawings to the hang in the halls of the White House forever. Now that's cementing your legacy. You gain +4 boldness, but lose -4 smarts.
Gotta get the good stuff.
Money Montgomery, I'll never forgive you for this. Okay, let's get our smarts back. You sit down to watch a panel on how to break the ice and make friends at cons. The panelist admits they have no idea. They hoped posting a panel would force them into being more social. What an honest fella. During the Q&A, a group asked the panelists if they want to join them for some dinner and drinks. It did work. You gain +2 smarts for learning this cool trick and to break the ice. Next year, you may host a panel yourself. Later, you, Zoe, Doug, Omen, and April attend a panel being hosted by one of the most respected 3D artists in the video game industry. Hello, everybody. I'm Alice Garcia. Is this an actual person? Looking it up. Alice Garcia. There's 10 million Alice Garcias. 3D model artist. No, I did find an Alice Garcia who's a traditional artist. Freelance graphic designer, LinkedIn. Okay, I'm just going to pretend this is a real person I don't know about. Hello everybody, I'm Alice Garcia and I specialize in 3D rendering the digestive systems from your favorite video game characters. The screen behind her shows a render of Splash Kaboom with an exposed stomach and colon, complete with its half-digested chili dog inside.
It's breathtaking.
Incredible. I tell you guys, this woman is a master of her craft. Bringing Splash's intestines to the 3rd dimension was a huge task. I'd considered a show's super speed powers would affect the shape and density of his fecal matter. Whoa, that's true. An extraordinary metabolism like Splash's must mean he poops differently. This is the last time you choose which panel we're attending. 1 hour of learning way more about the digestive system than you ever wanted to learn later. Okay, now I'm going to pull all these techniques I've explained to use this and make a quick render of Volunteer's digestive system. Any takers? The artist looks at you. No thank you. You avoid her gaze. She keeps seeking out your gaze. You engage in a chase, dodging and seeking until your eyes meet for a split second. You there, with the eyes. That's you, Aravi? Yes, please come up on stage. Let me get a feel for you before we get started. Can you describe your digestive system to me? I don't know. I've never really gotten a good look at it.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy, Aravi. Just tell us about your guts. I bet her colon is ugly.
Just kidding.
Haha, just kidding. I'm not really thinking that. I am. Great, now you're insecure about how attractive your digestive system is. You better hype it up. My digestive tract is a sexy, grizzled action hero. It's seen some shit. Ain't that the damn truth? My rectum is so clean you can eat off it, as a matter of fact. Oh, these are both vile. I like this one.
Sorry, but no.
Meh, it's easy to make such a bold claim with no tasteful or tangible evidence. Okay, if you insist. You pull out your phone and you call your ex on speed dial. Looks like moving on might not be your strong suit. Aravi, your ex says, "What's up? Is everything okay?" Yeah, so I've got you on speakerphone on stage at SpookyCon, and I was wondering if... Ugh, again? Aravi, I'm happy we decided to stay friends, but you've got to stop asking me to describe how great it is to eat your ass. Just one last time, I promise. Your expertise to describe eating your ass in vivid, luscious detail defines it as the best full course I've ever eaten.
Damn.
Damn. That's nice your ex has such nice things to say about you and your butt, isn't it? It's really sweet. Sheesh. You take a century-long vacation from society, and when you're back, local cuisine has changed drastically. Your credentials are impressive, Aravi. Would you mind if I performed a colonoscopy on you? Honey, I don't do that till we're on the third date. Okay, just for how crass this whole thing has been, I gotta give it to her. That was a good one. Later, after several more butt-themed puns, ash-coated jokes, and overall compliments towards her behind, the panel comes to an end. Want to grab a bite, everyone? Don't know why, but I'm sort of craving some donuts. Gross, nasty, disgusting. My boldness. Yay, donut time. You gave +4 fun for having a delicious derriere, but you lose -4 boldness. I feel like it's pretty bold to call my ex on stage and ask about them eating my butt. Whatever. Let's go to the lobby. Still love this art, it's so cute. You were flaunting your cosplay over the lobby. Suddenly you lock eyes with somebody else. Someone cosplaying as your character's arch nemesis. Ah, yes. Let me solo her. You both freeze in place, facing each other. Sparks fly between you. The angry kind of sparks. You make your best threatening face, and she leaves. Maybe this all in your head, and she was just weirded out. Whatever, you gain +2 boldness for facing your worst enemy. You're hanging in the lobby with Zoe and April when you're given the uniquely horrible honor of being targeted by an annoying streamer. Yo, yo, it's your boy Riz. I'm here with the internet sweetheart who's got her honkers for days. April 1st. I hate this guy already. Kill him. So get this, April. I'm an aspiring clown fucker. What's a guy gotta do to get in your cotton candy panties?
Big yikes.
Ugh, this dude's got major ick vibes, right? It's not just me. Don't be silly. Riz has my total trust and millions of subscribers, so... He's a sentient fart, Zoe. Please save me. Yeah, nah, this is over. Why don't you go stick your camera up your ass, bub? Okay. And that stream would get good engagement. The streamer sticks his phone into the seat of his jeans and accidentally films Omen stabbing someone to death behind you all. Die, motherfucker! Die of my boredom! I don't think stabbing a stranger is great for Omen's redemption arc. Maybe she's stabbing them for good reason. Could be a criminal or someone who talks on speakerphone in public. Either way, stabbing is illegal, right? So it's probably not a good look to be doing it on a live stream. Lamau, true that. So April, what do you have to say about the allegations that you're friends with a psychopathic murderer?
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth? Omen's gonna get arrested and April's reputation will be ruined. Both equally big emergencies. Do something to save their asses. Call out, is this the line for a renowned conceptual artist Omen's latest work getting stabbed? The artistic experience? Dilute blame? Stab someone else and yell stab party? See, both of these fit with my previous actions of stabbing anybody and anyone who I can. But I would like to be stabbed by Omen, so we'll go for the first one. Hey, what's the big idea? I was in line to get stabbed first. What the fuck are you talking about? Call an ambulance. What line, you ask? Why, the line to be stabbed by Omen, of course. She's the hottest, bloodthirstiest conceptual artist ever. This modern era is so strange, but okay. She stabbed you in the stomach, artistically. Stop crying. The pain is part of the art.
Wow.
Oh, I get it. Aravi's doing this to clear Omen's name. Soon the power of mob mentality makes all the passerbys want to be part of the performance. They line up to get stabbed by Omen. Yuck, I'm out of here if I get someone's blood on my new Yeezys.
This is the most glorious day of my life.
I don't think I even have to read this. She said it for us. Wowie, you're a trendsetter, Omen. Oh, why doesn't anyone line to get stabbed by me? Do not despair, April. I invite you to collaborate with me with one stabbing. It's all in the name of art. Okay, wee! It all worked out, you think, as you calmly pass out from blood loss. You lose -4 fun, but gain +4 creativity for getting stabbed in the name of art. Back to the con. Okay, our stats aren't looking too horrible,
I've
but
sharpened all my weapons.
like, if we get two bad, like, if we get two minus funds or minus anything in a row, we're having a bad time. So we gotta pick and choose our answers. Okay, we don't want to lose these precious stats. Get our charm back. I'm gonna mute myself real quick while I make a horrible noise. Okay, I'm back. Horrible noise made. Walking around the merch hall, you notice a stand full of retro toys. Hey, some of these you remember from your childhood. Jesus, voice crack. Actually, you remember all of them. Did this guy raid your parents' house? You buy them all just in case. Ah, life was full of charm back then, before reality made you a cynic. You might be too old for these toys today, but you can still siphon +2 charm from the memories. You're wandering around when you see Omen and Liam arguing. A SpookyCon staple as familiar to you as a merch table. One day, Deliant Court. One day without this armor. That is all I ask.
Nope.
Then you're asking for too much. The Covenant put you in that magic suppression armor for a reason. Yeah, a stupid reason. You tried to take over the world one time. I'm sorry, Omen. Oh, what voice do I give Liam? I gave him like an Asteria knockoff. I'm sorry, Omen. You know I've always championed your ability to be redeemed, but restoring your magic is a step too far. You need to make peace with your new reality. If you need any help with that, let me know. As if
Liam.
Fucking Liam. As if I'd ever ask you to hold open a door for me, you insufferable underfed eggplant. Bad day, Omen. Bad century, more like. Liam refuses to authorize me to remove my cursed armor. It is unfortunate because there are many activities I'd like to perform without it. Fingers crossed she's talking about sex. Alas, we must persevere. There's some other spells in my grimoire that I would like to cast, magic or not. I used to have the grants of time summoning otherworldly creatures, sometimes to broker deals, sometimes just have a chat with, the halcyon days of youth. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. My inability to activate a summoning circle makes this impossible, but perhaps with your innovative ideas we could change that. Omen's ego is clearly riding on this, and hey, with any luck, this might result in her riding on you someday. How can you summon an entity no magic required? Summoning a powerful entity is an exercise in selfishness. You're always calling them to come to you. Have you ever considered visiting them? Order a pizza. It's like summoning a delivery person, and it includes pizza, which most traditional summons lack. I'm gonna go with the first one.
Genius.
Good point. I think I have an address written down somewhere. 45 minutes later, you're standing by as Omen knocks on a suburban neighborhood door. Diablo, scourge of all that is holy, long time no see, old friend. Oh, wow. Hi, Omen. Gosh, it's been so long. How is everything? Good, good. Besides being defeated by same lame do-gooders and getting imprisoned as an Iron Maiden for a century, you know how these things go. But I'm back, baby. So how about we get into a fight, bash some skulls, and curse some bloodlines? It'll be just like old times. Well, honey, who's at the door? Ah, Rebecca. I'd like you to meet Omen, my old friend. Really, you're the undefeatable Omen? Well, not so undefeatable, but don't tell her I said that. Diablo's told me all about your little misadventures. You two were a pair of rascals, weren't you? Well, that's a way of putting it. Anyway, Diabolos. It's not Diablos. Diabolos. How about it? If we hurry, we can still murder 20 or 30 people before sunrise. I mean, that's fun, but Rebecca and I were in the middle of reading our daughters their bedtime stories. If you're willing to wait, I'll heat up a cherry pie and we can watch the latest episode of House MD together. Oh, I think I'll pass tonight, but thanks. No worries, it's still great to see you. You should stop by for dinner sometime. Please, don't be a stranger. Owen makes I kind of gave him the narrator voice at the end. Owen makes their goodbyes and walks back to the bus stop. I'm sorry Diabolos wasn't all you hoped he would be, Omen. No, it's okay. I suppose that time makes lame asses of us all, but still, it was nice to see him so happy. True that, you gain +4 charm for helping Omen, but lose -4 fun.
My turn again.
It's been our turn the whole time, Aravi. It's just me. In the middle of the community zone, you see a bunch of top-hatted gentlemen, a vintage car, a dog, and a boot. Ooh, it's LARP Monopoly. This goes against all your values, yet the moment you start making money, you gentrify the fuck out of a street by building many hotels. You make sure everybody who dares step on your turf becomes miserable. A father of 3 begs you to lower the rent. Get good, you yell. No, what have you become? You burn your Monopoly money and leave. But deep down, you have to admit you got +2 fun. You, Zoe, Omen, and Doug team up for an epic game of Flutterball, legendary fantasy sport from the Alice Summer Wind series. Doug is trying to explain the rules to Omen. So in the novels, the players pass the Flutterball with their mind powers, and whoever succeeds at 20 consecutive mind passes win. Excellent. I will finally have a chance to witness Zoe tearing a mortal's mind to shreds with her eldritch powers. That wouldn't be fair. Not everyone has mind powers, so instead we use our hands and make a whoosh sound. Oh, serves me right for having expectations. Hey nerds, ready to get your asses kicked? You turn to see the opposite team, 4 dudes who look like they just got out of a frat house.
Yellow.
Hi guys, good to meet some fellow Alice Summerwind fans. Some who? We don't speak nerd, you nerds. Wait, aren't you here to play Flutterball? Duh, and me, Tyler, Dylan, and other Tyler here gonna kick your fucking ass into a keg stand to celebrate. Alright guys, just remember to do the whoosh sound. We'll probably be fine. The match begins and you're immediately not fine. As promised, you get your asses kicked by Tyler, Dylan, and the other Tyler, and the other guy, whose name is probably Cody. Awesome, says probably Cody. I knew playing stupid nerd sports would help us keep our sports scholarships. Upsilon PSI present. Or Upsilon. Guys, what are we going to do? I keep saying whoosh, but my mind passes are weak for some reason. It might be slightly stronger, but we've got a weapon they don't have. My knife? No, Omen. Our knowledge of the franchise. God damn it, Zoe! Why do you never choose violence? I bet there's some Flutterball rule that can give us an edge over them, no matter how strong they are. Ravi, any ideas? Add a dog to your team. Little do they know, it says nowhere in the novels that a dog cannot play the sport. Shoot them in their knees and tell them it's a rule. It's not, but since they haven't read the novels, they don't know. As much as I love Air Bud, I want to choose violence for Omen's sake. Thank you. Omen pulls out a gun and immediately shoots Dylan in the knees. Ah, my knees! I need the for hacky sack. Sorry, but the books clearly state that if the team has no points by the second half, they can shoot the other team in the knees. Ah, yes, it's your turn, Tyler. That can't be right. There's no way your nerdy books have cool stuff like gun violence. You're free to check if you like. Very funny, Three Eyes. And how exactly would we do that? By reading? Yes? Oh, hold on. Tyler, Dylan, another Tyler, and Cody, probably Cody, huddle up and whisper, we've decided we're going to read the books. Time out? Suit yourselves. The rule's somewhere in the 5th book of the saga, but you need to read the first 4 for context. Alright, we've decided we'd rather get shot in the knees. I love Flutterball. Omen shoots everyone in the knees. You make a great comeback. Turns out not being super athletic is bad, but not as bad as being shot in the knees.
I'm good at sports.
We won. I can finally say I'm good at a sport. Bros, we lost the match in our sports scholarship, probably Cody says, but they had to read 9 novels, so who's the real loser? You are. Omen's right, and she shoots Cody again. You gain +4 boldness for your daring strategies, but you lose -4 fun. What, you telling me shooting people in these isn't fun?
Big stats.
Thank you. I grew them myself. My nose is getting stuffed. Walking around the lobby, you see a flood of people coming in from the other areas. Crowd stampede. Trying not to panic, you remember what your yoga teacher taught you. When you get caught in the middle of a crowd stampede, remember to go with the flow. You do, and the flow consists of the crowd trampling you. Still, you gain +2 boldness for braving the stampede. My cosplay! Later, you're hanging out in the courtyard with your pals when you see a group of people smacking each other with foam weapons. It's a soft combat club. Look, violence is happening. Can we join? I'm down to try it. Do you think they'd let us use a broadsword? I always thought of myself as a broadsword guy. You'll need the broadsword. They have to defeat me. I'm taking you down. Nico and Doug take up their foam weapons, enter the arena, and start fighting. Doug swings at Nico, who falls dramatically to the ground. Wow, Doug, good swing. On one hand, I am moderately sad that Nico is dead now, as I have grown fond of them, but on the other hand, I am happy that you finally embraced violence. Nico stands up and laughs. Haha, you're a fool if you think that's enough to take me down. Wait, how the hell did Nico survive such a blow? Do they possess some immortal-like power they haven't disclosed so far? They're only phone weapons, Omen. Nobody's really getting hurt. What? That is highly ineffective material for weapons. Who's the idiot blacksmith behind this joke?
That was epic.
Wow, Nico, that was fun and safe. Good match. Totally. Hey, Omen and Ravi, we're done here. Want to try? Of course. Come, Aravi, let's show these weaklings a proper duel. Luckily, I always carry my own weapons, so I can easily avoid such blunders. What? Doug lends you the foam broadsword, which doesn't make you feel protected against Omen, as she's carrying what is absolutely a very real Morningstar. How the hell are you going to survive this? Souls-like have taught you about parry, dodge, parry, roll. Since you aren't good at dodging or parrying, it's time to roll around Omen. Maybe the trick for soft combat is those soft skills they taught you on your last job. Active listening, emotional intelligence, and time management. We're not. You got a dodge roll. Good plan. You roll around the arena like an armadillo on crack. Omen swings wildly, but she can't land a single hit. And with every missed hit, she gets madder. Stop it! Stay still so I can hit you, damn it! Ah, no, Omen, don't hit me. I'm just a little cinnamon roll. Gah! I don't even know what that means, and it pissed me off. Don't you like my fancy rolling, Omen? It's so fancy they should call me the Rolls Royce. Shut up! Hey, Omen, hey, Omen, hey, Omen, guess what? You know what my favorite type of music is?
Cowboy stuff.
Oh, I bet it's country. I always thought she had big country energy. I hate country. Nope, it's rock and roll. Get it? Aravi, you are the most annoying opponent I've ever faced. I'm gonna smash your stupid skull open. Just when I can catch you, bastard. Omen slowly collapses to the ground and passes out from exhaustion. Seems like the real Metal Morningstar was heavy. You help Omen off the battlefield and back to your friends. You feel like you must have earned her respect, and that you've bested her in soft combat. You look shattered, Omen. Do you want to go grab food or maybe some sushi rolls? I'm going to fucking kill you. Omen tries to choke you to death, but she's so exhausted it only kills you a little bit. Adorable. You gain +4 fun for resorting to the video game logic, but lose -4 charm. They saw you rolling and they were definitely hating. Damn, the haters. Let's go to the main stage. You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems and magical girl fiction. After getting the required dick jokes out of the way, you actually learn a lot of valuable info about world-building mechanics. You gain +2 smarts from all that knowledge and from learning so many new dick jokes. You go to watch a taping of the new viral game show. A few lucky audience members will even get chosen to play. Oh my god. Welcome to the Suddenly Game Show Trolley Trials. I'm your handsome host, the Interdimensional Prince. Our first contestant in the Slimy Sweetie is the Slimy Sweetie in seat 30HC.
Slime to meet you.
Slimed to meet you, god damn it. Wow, can't believe this is happening. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Your Highness. It must be. Now on the screen you'll see a trolley speeding towards 5 tied-up captives. This lever can redirect the trolley to a track with only one person tied up to it. Will you pull the lever, contestant number 1?
What?
What? Is this live? Are those real people? Are they gonna die? Why do I have to choose who dies? Oopsie, you ran out of time. Your inaction kept you from having to choose, but resulted in the deaths of 5 people. No points for you. Oh god, what have I done? Next contestant. Yes, 'tis I.
Roman.
So tell me, who are the people tied to these tracks? Have they wronged me somehow? Are any of them doctors? I'm not sure. I suppose the man at the end is wearing what could be a lab coat. Then I shall subject his group to trolley side. I do not care for doctors. Wrong answer. Stupid justification. 0 points. Next contestant. According to classic utilitarianism, you must prioritize the good of the many and redirect the trolley on the track. With only one person on it, pull the lever, Prince. Correct! And so fast too, congratulate. Then I turn the trolley around and kill the other 5 people too. What? Why? Isn't the point of this game to kill the most people, silly goose? No, that's not the objective. Seems there's been a misunderstanding. I'll let you change your answer if you want. Nah, I'm good. That just leaves one more contestant, Aravi, in seat 39C. Will you pull the hypothetical lever? Use your phone a friend lifeline so you can defer the responsibility to someone else. Defund the trolley infrastructure of this hypothetical city. It's only brought terrible transportation, several dead people, and no ethical clarity. I mean, we've defunded the euro. We gotta defund the infrastructure. Oh my, that was our super secret correct answer. It's also the answer that puts an end to this program. I don't know how to feel about this. Wait, how did you win without killing anybody? That seems counterintuitive. Aravi's a winner because she saved everyone. In this dilemma, and every dilemma that could have been, she is a hero. This is what it takes to be a hero? Pass. Fuck the haters. It's not often you get to be a hero and get the interdimensional prince fired in one day. Win-win. Over the next few weeks, you meet with city planners, government officials, and trolley operators dismantling the whole establishment. God knows why you're qualified to do all this, but God knows why the city's public transport relied on killing innocent people in the first place, so whatever. By the end of it, you made a huge difference. The city papers cannot stop singing your praises. Citizens finally freed from a horrific omnipresent threat to being tied to trolley tracks at any moment. Philosopher Society at a loss now that trolleys can no longer offer interesting ethical dilemmas to discuss. Interview with a retired trolley operator. I can still hear their screams. You gain +4 smarts for dismantling the trolley, but -4 charm. Oh, shit. Oh, date time. Omen, my beautiful murder wife, where are you?
Time to restore some stamina.
Ooh. Getting used to the modern world. Don't get me started on that. Monster kind should reassess whether or not the world needs this many inventions. Vacuum-powered cleaners, machines that condition the air, mops, I can't keep up with all that. It would feel less impossible if I could get some sort of weekly newsletter in my email explaining a bunch of inventions each time. Wait, how the heck do you know about emails and newsletters but not AC and mops? What's so hard to comprehend, Aravi? If you have more than a century's worth of progress to learn about, you might end up learning it out of order.
Makes total sense.
Fair point. Also, Liam got me this phone the other day. It's supposed to help me since I can look up stuff on the internal net. Still, it's taking me weeks to understand how it works. Liam explained it, but I tend to block out his Liam noises. I don't want to admit this defeat to him, so I've been doing research at the library. It is the worst punishment ever to be inflicted upon me. Is it? Anyway, I'm sure you'll eventually realize all this learning is worth your time. Because in the end, these inventions you have to learn about are useful and make our lives easier. Well, not mine. Take that grotesque nightmare that are revolving doors. This is real as fuck. The more you think about revolving doors, the less sense they make. What do they help? What was not working with regular doors to start with? Okay, most of these inventions are useful and make our lives easier. Stupid present times. Ravi, would you be down to strategize a plan for wiping out, let's say, 30% of the last century's progress with me? I'd rather not. What if instead I help you learn about all these modern inventions? We could start with your phone. Omen likes the idea. You spend the next few hours helping us set up an email so they can receive newsletters. Teaching Omen is exhausting, but it's definitely worth your time. Amazing. Comic book time. We're almost at the last day, people.
Draw your weapon.
It's almost time to find a date, but first, it's almost time to publish your comic. Now's your chance for one final brainstorming session to polish it. You got the job, but 5 years has passed and working here makes you miserable. There's only one reason why you just won't quit. Set the whole building on fire. Somehow got incriminating copies of your angsty poems from your emo phase, Jennifer from accounting, you lost a bet at Taco Tuesdays. I mean, Jennifer she's got the games, people. And I needed the charm, thank God. You have 4 stallions. They're your pride and joy, and yet you're a bit embarrassed by how you came to have these 4 stallions. Got them as a prize in a cereal box, convinced the agents of the Witness Protectiveness program to make them part of your new identity. Your rich parents bought them to incentivize you to give up your dream of attending art school. You blackmailed God. I like the Witness Protection program one, and it gave me more charm. Gave me a lot of charm, actually. Time to get back to the con. Okay.
Look at that artifact. Can I have it?
We need fun. You sit down to play an experimental new TTRPG called Dancing with Dragons. It's a typical Tolkien-esque fantasy setting, but all battles are decided in the DDR matches against your opponents. Awesome. You carry your party because you got moves for days. It's a little unfairly skewed because your game master has a broken foot, but that's not your fault. You gain +2 fun kicking ass with your S-rank DDR skills. The people who play DDR like all day, every day, they're insane. They got like mad legs, you know what I'm saying? Afterwards, you're thinking dreamily of Omen and how sexy she is when she's trying to remove her armor and restore her magical powers. You're daydreaming about her arguing with Liam about it, till you realize that she's actually right in front of you, arguing with Liam about it. Dreams really do come true. What about half a day? I shan't even remove the full suit, just the cape. Omen, we've been over this. The answer is no. Come on. I'm doing a compromise with you and simply bashing your skull in. Is that not indicative of the vast growth I've made as a person? I hear you, but I said no. And even if I changed my answer, I doubt the Coven would ever agree to it. Oh. I have my ways of making them agree. Like, baking them a batch of delicious cookies with practically no poison in them. That's what nice people do to persuade others, right? Well, it's a start.
Goodbye.
I'm giving him the narrator voice, I'm so sorry. Look, I've got a panel to go to now. We can talk more about this later. Wait, you're not dismissing me outright? Does that mean I have a chance? We'll see. Don't get your hopes up. Too late. Aravi, good news. Liam is close to caving in and giving me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One I definitely like to practice is a necromancy ritual. I used to cast or raise an army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I've had. There, I was conquering kingdoms, terrifying widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. So how about it? Can you work your magical non-magic skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve? Oof, that's a tall order. But Omen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise those bones. This is your true calling as a shenanigans doer. Convince Omen she's raised an army of reanimated skeletons by pulling off the biggest weekend at Bernie's ever. Just raise a regular army. Almost everyone's a flesh-covered skeleton anyway. The only thing standing between Omen and the skeleton army will be skinning a lot of people. Well, as a Night Lord fan, I have to choose this one. So bold! Plus, I think that might have been the correct choice, because boldness was my highest. I mean, I guess I have pretty high stats in all of them, but... You know. You call up Doug and Nico, who are always down for whatever bullshit you've gotten up to, and get to work raising your army. Wow, I never would have guessed we could convince so many people to join us in such little time. Never underestimate the power of online radicalization. It's almost a bit scary. So how is everyone's skinning game? Whoever has the least experience can use my machete. I think I can manage with this potato peeler. Maybe we could just raise the team's morale, like, from a distance? Suit yourself, more skinning for me. 3 hours later. Okay, I've got my second one done. How are you all doing? Still on my first, I'm not very good at this. Shame, it's sorta hard with the screaming and all that.
It's not that bad.
You got this, team. It's not so bad, just picture them as big, delicious potatoes. Look, I'm super into cheering Omen up, but, and hear me out, what if we made an army of skeletons with skin exoskeleton? Isn't skin basically armor for skeletons anyway? Let's just drop the whole army plan. It's proven impossible to recreate my grimoire spells perfectly anyway. You sure? Yes, it's okay. A century has passed, it is only natural that times and I have changed. Makes sense. You already lost half our recruits once they saw the whole skinning thing anyway. Well, only half. Still pretty good. Nico grabs a freshly skinned skeleton, moves it like a ventriloquist puppet. I bet a hot dog would cheer you up, Omen. Come to dinner with us. Don't be a bonehead. Sure, let's go. You enjoy a delicious dinner with your friends. All that plus 4 boldness skinning sure worked up an appetite. I didn't lose anything for that. Hell yeah. Let's go to the hotel. You head to the front desk of the hotel and ask for an extra towel. They give you one. You're drunk with power, so you decide to test how many extra towels you can ask for. They tell you to stop. You manage to get 14 extra towels. Huh, what can you do with this many towels? You only needed one. You decide to build a towel fort in your hotel room. You gain +2 creativity from such a magnificent architectural endeavor. Later, you invite Omen to wind down and watch a movie at the hotel. Finally, you two can spend some much-needed one-on-one time together. This is peak cinema, and exceptionally relatable. What did you say it was called? Despicable Me. Fascinating. You see Omen reach into the popcorn bowl. Now that's your chance to not so accidentally brush your fingers and create some romantic tension. Ah, spider! Omen grabs you and tries to crush your fingers. Hot. When your bone squeaks, you realize she's holding your hand. Stop staring at me with that dumb face. She socks you in the jaw. Hot, but also ow. My apologies. I have cuteness aggression. Aw, you're saying I'm cute? No. Yes? I don't know. Shut the fuck up. She punches you again. One more round of flirting and you're gonna end up eating your teeth. Still, it's clear that Omen at least kinda likes you. Surely there's something you can do to help her relax and open up to you. Omen can't remove her Iron Maiden, but sure looks uncomfortable. Offer to get inside. Give her a much needed back rub. She's been in prison in closed space for a century. Maybe she's none of that now. Get buried with her for a night. Let me give her a back rub. Helmet, do you want a back massage? I have not had a massage since I donned this accursed suit, so sure, why not? Sure, why not? The 3 most romantic words in the English language. You shimmy your way between Omen's back and her cape. You're immediately hit with the agonizing pain of dozens of spikes piercing your flesh. But you're also hit with the warm, sensuous curves of Omen's butt, so it pretty much cancels out.
This is nicer than I thought.
That feels nice. That's good to know, because this does not feel nice for you at all. It's like you're being stabbed with 1,000 tiny gnomes with knives. Oh, I haven't loosened that muscle in over 100 years. You have a magic touch, Aravi. She relaxes into you, practically melting into your lap. You feel lightheaded from bliss. And you black out. In hindsight, you were probably getting lightheaded from blood loss. When you wake up, you're in a hospital bed. Omen is sitting next to you watching Despicable Me 4 on your phone. Ah, good, you're awake. I noticed that you fainted while you're giving me that spectacular back rub. At first, I was upset that you stopped massaging me, but then I realized you were dying and brought you to the hospital. You are welcome for that. As repayment for saving my life, perhaps you could give me another back rub. It's a deal. You gain +4 charm for giving a great massage, but you lose +4 boldness. You know what? That's fine by
Where
me.
haven't we been? Because I'm a completionist.
I mean, we only have 3 places to go. Let's go to the shops. You near the merch hall and find a mysterious fortune-telling machine with a sign that says, "Ask a wish and Zoltar will grant it." Originality is not your strong suit, so you ask to be big. The machine spits out a ticket and says your wish is granted. You keep walking around waiting to get bigger, but you don't feel any different. Till you look at your butt. Yes, now you have a juicy +2 charm butt. Wishes do come true. Amazing. You're leaving your last activity when Omen steps directly into your path. Aravi. Hi? Hi. Is everything okay? Do not interrupt me. As of late, I find myself a bit into you. And sex. Perhaps even both at the same time. Do not let it go to your head. It is a rare day when a glorious overlord such as myself stoops to lay with a pathetic worm like you. Anyway, I'm here to make you mine, but I'm sure of the current courtship rituals and therefore do not know how to proceed. I thought it'd be best to simply ask you directly, what's the typical courting procedure these days? Fiction has forever changed courtships. Now you need 5 seasons of will they, won't they, a love triangle, at least one only one bed situation. The rigors of courtship has been simplified into 4 bases: kissing, hand stuff, whole stuff, and trauma dumping. Let's go with this one. Really? How efficient? Without warning, Omen yanks you in for a kiss. Your lips slide over her beautiful steel-cold mouth. Then she's gone. Before you can process what just happened, she punches you in the face. There, kissing and hand stuff in less than a minute. I'm crushing you at this. Next thing you know, you're sitting at the edge of a bottomless hole with Omen tossing in stuff you no longer need. Farewell, left glove, left arm brace, left shoe. Wait, shit! Oh well, what are you throwing at, Aravi? Your dreams of Omen doing despicable things to your hole tonight, for one. Just old clothes and some potential blackmail material I want buried. Yes, very smart. That means we're on to step 4, right? Trauma dumping? Here's mine. I'm still not over Scabby's Tavern shutting down. It was dank, moldy hole of blood, sim, and cheap rum. Gods, I miss it. Huh. I'm surprised you didn't bring up being trapped in an Iron Maiden for centuries. I mean, sure, imprisonment was boring, but Scabby's was legendary. Fair. I also notice you haven't mentioned losing your hand. I want you to know that I'm here for you if you ever want to talk about it. Who cares about my hand? Damned if I wouldn't lose the other one if it meant that they reopened that tavern. Anyway, it's your turn for trauma. Go. Well, intimacy requires vulnerability, so you bear the deepest trauma you have. The story you won't even bring out for truth or dare.
Indeed.
Yes, that is quite sad. But if you could have gone to Scabby's Tavern, you would know that its closure was sadder. I think I wanted trauma. I suspect I wanted hand stuff and kissing too. I did not think to throw a blackmail material though, so you were superior hole stuffer. Maybe we could have a rematch sometime. It's a deal. You and Omen watch the sun sink into the horizon, gain +4 fun and -4 creativity.
I think this is my
Nice.
point.
Okay, main stage of the lobby. Let's go to the lobby. You're at the lobby when some random person mistakes you for a friend of a friend he apparently has met twice in his life. You are too shy to correct him, so you hang together for a couple hours. It's when he's insisting that you add you to a New Year's Eve party group chat that you finally gather the bravery needed to explain that you're not who you believe you are. Better late than never, I guess. Here, have +2 boldness. He still adds you to the group chat. Nice. I love group chats. You're wondering which of your friends you'll coincidentally run into next, where you see Liam and Omen arguing nearby. Look, as you respond, I've got to take a moment to remember what voice I'm giving him and make sure it's not the narrator's. Look, as your sponsor, I'm just saying that I don't think you've been bringing the right attitude to meetings lately.
Fuck the Redemption Arc program.
And I'm saying fuck the Redemption Arc program. It's stupid, pointless bullshit and I want out. You know you'll have to go back to prison if you quit, right? I know, but can I not do what the youths are doing to their jobs these days? I believe it's called quiet quitting. No, Omen, you cannot quiet quit rehab. Fuck, I hate this. What's the point of being good anyway? It's just something you have to do. I don't have to do anything. It's just what Big Good wants you to do. Yeah, Big Good. Goodness is a requirement to live in a civilized society. You have to make positive choices and care about other people. Objection! I can be evil and care about some other people. I care very, very much for Doug, April, and Aravi. What about me? Ha! As I was saying, I care for others and still subjugate the universe to my ruthless totalitarian rule. These are not conflicting ideals. That's not... fuck it, I give up. Aravi, I see you hiding behind that pillar. Make yourself useful and give me an inarguable reason why Omen should choose to live a life of good. It's cool to have morals, and you've managed to collect all the morals that let you add a new rule to the rules of conduct. How are you else going to get good rating at ratemymorals.com? It's cool to have morals. What? This changes everything. Omen grabs you, and you grab Liam, and you all run to the country clerk's office. I just need you to fill out this form confirming you have all the morals, says the clerk in a dull monotone voice befitting of a government agent. Let us see what we have here. Forgive others, be humble, admit fault, check, check, and check. What could you possibly have done to exhibit those morals? Do you remember when I accidentally stabbed that teenager in the shoulder? Accidentally? You said stop pissing me off or I'll stab you right before you did it. Nevertheless, I admitted fault for hurting him, forgave him for being a crybaby, and showed humility in not sticking around to finish the job. You're not going to accept this, are you? Sir, I'm about to clock out. If she technically fulfilled the requirements, it's good enough for me. You may add one more moral to the list, Miss the Undefeatable Omen. I have thought long and hard about it. I'd like to make it morally correct to punch Liam de Leoncourt whenever he says something snarky. Sure, done, have a good night. Okay, that's not as bad as I was expecting, but it's also the stupidest thing I've ever... Ow! God damn it, Omen, that hurt. Look, Liam, I am a good person. By all technical definitions, even Liam has to agree that Omen behaving better than usual today. You gain +4 fun and lose -4 charm for putting her on the path of good. Nice. Last day of the con is here. Well, obviously we're going to choose Omen. Obviously. Ask Omen to the con after party? Oh yeah. Check the comic. Finally, the art gang gathers around to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. This is sick. Monster kind has always lived peacefully without fear, for they've been protected by the mightiest hero ever, a clear self-insert of the author. Color Squad, assemble! Starts with a bang, for it's the first chapter ends with the death of not the author at the hand of the narrator, a reality-bending entity. This kicks off a random terror and chaos that threatens civilization as we know it. The world would be doomed if it wasn't for one visionary, man with a plan. The plan assembling 4 disparate second-rate superheroes into a team capable of saving the world once more. Our heroes have complex history together and have never been able to see eye to eye, but there may be one thing that managed to bring them together, silencing the only witness to a horrible crime they committed last summer. When no one trusts this team of misfits and has-beens, for they've been a huge superhero hole to fill, but they might be Earth's last hope. Somewhere in Spookham City. You better tell us what we're doing here, Colonel Giant Spider. Yeah, this looks like the worst sleepover ever. Did someone bring a movie at least? I know you all have history, but I need you to set aside your differences and consider a temporary truce. Not the author is dead, and you 4 might be our next best option. These clowns, ha! Yes, Wildfire, even though you have beef, you have to admit that the Victorious is a formidable ally to have on your side. I know you could use her plot armor. And the Punching Dead? Some might say not the author's power had nothing on his. If not for the Punching Dead's own weakness, all geese attack him on sight after that horrible incident 3 years ago. Hey CGs, I don't go sharing my weakness till the 3rd date. Why should I trust Wildfire anyway? Wasn't she trying to conquer the world not so long ago? Sure, Wildfire might have been playing for the other team, but we have good reason to believe she will stick it to our side. She's into Jennifer from accounting. That might be good enough reason for you, Colonel, but not me. As if I even want to team up with the bozo who's got his powers as part of the new identity he got from a witness protection program. These four heroes don't seem capable of agreeing on a movie for a sleepover, much less a plan to save the world. Will they manage to bury the hatchet, or will heads start rolling? Amazing comic. 10 out of 10. Stan Lee, hit me up. You've seen your first secret ending achievement. Ooh. You go looking for Omen to invite them to the party, but they actually end up finding you first. Ravi, you'll never believe it. Liam actually convinced the Coven to let me take off my cape for a few hours. Who would have thought that it was the tedious fucker would actually be good for something? This should allow me to channel some of my power. That's incredible, Omen. What spells do you want to cast first? Actually, I've decided not to cast any magic. What? I thought that was the whole reason you want to take the cape off.
Oh.
It was, at first. But now I realize that there are other things I'd rather do without my clothes. I'm talking about having sex. With you. Yeah, no, I got that. I'm in. Of course you are.
I do not need powers to do what I want.
Oh, shit! Considering that they've been out of practice for over 100 years, Omen's surprisingly good in bed. You can't believe they gave up their chance to magically turn people inside out just to fuck you. Maybe they're closer to redemption than you thought. Or maybe they're just hornier than they are evil. Either way, it's a win. Amazing. We did it. 1 out of 35 secret endings. That was great. That was fun. And we ended it 30 minutes earlier. Before we knew what the con had ended, it was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disorientated. Promises were made, of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said we didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that to this day we hold close to our hearts, that no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth and makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. And it reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe what you have to deal with.
Nice.
Many companies treat you like you're robbing like a thief. But you don't have to fear.
This is the streamer mode song.
Happen with me. We were meant to trust each other.
This is great. Aw, cute. Rick Thorne is a Ravi. That's Dodger. Brendan Rodgers, yep. Sarah Ann Williams, Eric Ishii is Valerie. Oh, I didn't know that. I knew she was the cat.
I bid you all welcome to the streamer version of Monster Guns credits. Technically this time I made the other credits song so you can really stream that one. But we couldn't pass the chance to include this thank you. And I'm charging for both songs, so I might say no.
These credits are great.
Cause when you stream, you would not believe what you have to deal with. So many companies treat you like you're robbing like a
Kind of a banger, to be honest.
you don't have to fear. It won't happen with me. We were meant to trust it.
Monster Prom 5. Zoe's so cute. I'm glad that she's kind of turned into like a poster kid for Monster Prom, which is nice. Oh. I will be leaving a good review, thank you. You're welcome. I'll do my best. Thanks for playing. Let's see what rewards we got. A new outfit for Omen. 2 new genre comics. Ooh, well, we have to see it. Omen. Nope. Oops. This is amazing. The fucking wolf shirt. Love that. Well, that is the end of our adventures into Monster Con. It's on Steam right now. If you made this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe or don't. I am not your mother, but you better brush teeth and have a good one. Bye-bye.